In preparation for this year's Brew Ridge Trail Festival, 4 local brewers got together and co-brewed a beer for the first time. Starr Hill, Blue Mountain Brewery, Devil's Backbone, and South Street. This is the beer, and these are the men who made it.
We're making beer here at Starr Hill Brewing Company on the Friday, July 17th. Is that right? 16th, okay, so we're day off, but we're making the first ever collaborative beer for the Brew Ridge Trail. So we're making the Cascadian Dark Ale, which is a very hoppy beer from all of the breweries participating.
So they brought hops from different breweries. I brought some hops and some malts.
Matt brought some
Cascade Centennial hops. Collaborated on email about ideas for the recipe.
So basically you're looking at the collaboration of the most kick-ass, award-winning set of breweries in the United States, especially in Virginia: Starr Hill Brewing Company, Devil's Backbone, South Street, and Blue Mountain Brewing Company. For the first time ever, Smackdown 2010, we're making a nice beer, a black IPA.
I'm Jason Oliver. I'm the head brewer at Devil's Backbone.
I'm Aaron Riley. I'm the assistant brewer.
And we work at Devil's Backbone Brewing Company, which is a brewery restaurant in Nelson County, Virginia, and about half an hour away from here. Founding members of the Brew Ridge Trail, which links all the local breweries together. I think the idea came up several different places. Definitely, I think independently, and then when the motion was verbalized, it was just a natural thing to kind of join together and do. I always liked, the wine tours that you have around this region, other parts of the country. And I thought, well, how cool! It's like this kind of organic pub trail, kind of, or pub crawl, I guess. But yet, kind of in a semi-rural area, which is kind of unique. And so, I brought the idea up with Maureen Coram, who is our Nelson County's economic developer and tourist director, and she really took the idea and made it into a reality. What we bring to the trail is that we're a full-service restaurant, and a brewery, and we bring 10 beers usually at all times, 4 year-round beers, and then 6 seasonal. So I try to bring a lot of variety to this area, and that's sort of what we try to work on.
When I started working, I was just bartending, and one of the questions I got a lot right off the bat from our customers were, how do you guys feel about your competition down the street? We would always respond that, they're not competitors, they're friends. They bring beer people to the area, and it makes it into a bigger beer destination all over. What's good for them is good for us, and vice versa. And just ever since I've been introduced to this industry, one of the things that struck me the most is just the spirit of collaboration and helping each other out. When somebody's equipment goes down, the other breweries in the area really kind of step up and lend a helping hand, and it's just been really nice in a time when a lot of industries are not as collaborative and more competitive.
We're going to do this thing every single year. So every year, for the next 150 years, as long as I live, my liver's holding up.
You pick a different beer every year to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll give you 15.
Yeah, different beer every year. My name's Mark Thompson. Starr Hill Brewing Company got started in September of 1999 as a brew pub in downtown Charlottesville, across from the old Amtrak station on West Main Street. Starr Hill got its name from the neighborhood, which is the Starr Hill neighborhood. We've grown to move out here to the old Con Admiral frozen food factory here in Charlottesville, Crozet, Virginia. We're now making about 15,000 barrels of beer a year. So Starr Hill makes a portfolio of about 6 different beers. We make our Jomo Lager, our Northern Lights, it's an India Pale Ale. We do Amber Ale, kind of a Pale Ale. We do a seasonal lineup, which is our Oktoberfest Festy, which is coming out really soon. We make 6 different beers. So today, you guys are witnessing the first ever Brew Ridge Trail Collaboration Ale. This is a combination of 4 of the most masterminded brewmasters in the state of Virginia. We're going to do this collaboration beer, which is a Cascadian Dark Ale, a new beer style coming out of the Northwest, which is basically an India Pale Ale on steroids with a stout mixture. So it's a dark beer with a lot of hops to it. Well, as you get a close-up on here, we're lautering in this tank right here. So we got hot water, like you were making coffee, we're spraying this hot water on this bed of barley and some hops.
That's a little unique. Normally people don't add hops at this stage in the process. You add it to this kettle over here when you're boiling. But we're brewing this black IPA. We really want the hops to shine through. So we add these whole flower hops that Matt brought. You can see them, they're little hop cones. Those are hop flowers in the natural state. Added at this point just to do something a little different and kind of get the hops in there extra early.
My name is Matt Nucci, one of the owners of Blue Mountain Brewery. It's a brewery out in Nelson County. We're a production brewery, we're a tasting room, we're a restaurant. We always have 6 beers on tap. We always have about 4 or 5 beers in production and retail stores. We got a big restaurant, outdoor deck, beautiful area out there. A lot of people come out and have a good time out there. I was a home brewer for probably 15 years, started in college. Met my partner Taylor Smack at an internet company, taught him how to homebrew. He went professional with it. Him and his wife and I, the 3 of us got back together about 4 years ago and decided to build a brewery out in Nelson County. We always have our Blue Mountain Classic Lager. We always have our Kolsch, and usually always have our Full Nelson, which is strong hoppy pale ale. The other 3 taps we usually kind of rotate. We usually always have a dark beer like a stout or a porter. Right now I have an Uber Pils, which is a strong Pilsner beer, and a double IPA. We'll do like a holiday beer. We'll do have a couple wheat beers. It all just kind of rotates seasonally. Sure, the Brew Ridge Trail Festival is held down at Devil's Backbone Brewing Company, just about 10 miles south of our brewery. 4 breweries get together. They have a big music festival. This is going to be the 2nd year that we're doing it. Today we're doing a collaboration beer where all 4 brewers are getting together, brewing a beer for the festival. So it's going to be a good time.
Wave hops out here, and we'll have 25 barrels or 50 kegs worth of the most kick-ass black IPA collaborative beer you've ever seen.
Jacques Landry. I am one of the partners and one of the brewers at South Street Brewery, Charlottesville. South Street's cool. We've been around for coming up on 12 years now. It's a restaurant. We brew our own beer there. Small production. Do about 1,200 kegs a year. Everything we make, we sell on premise. We try to keep 7 on tap, and we only keep 2 on year-round. So everything else, either we keep on for a couple of months, or every batch is new. So we'll do about 26 to 28 different styles a year. The festival's pretty cool. There's a nice concert grounds out at Devil's Backbone. When they opened up, I guess it was similar timing to Blue Mountain. So I guess to generate some buzz about Nelson County, they started this festival and included Starr Hill and us because we've been around longer, and just got us all together for a festival down here. It's nice. It was a hobby for me for a while, and then I moved out to Colorado and picked up at a couple places out there, Boulder, Denver, Keystone, and learned what I could, and was lucky enough to get something out here.